I open my eyes when I receive the feeling of slightly burn. I look at the source which was causing me to feel burn. It was the searing heat of sun penetrating my skin. I gone when I came back to my sense. I slept on the cushion bench last night with curtains wide open. I looked towards the wall clock. It was 6 in morning. I stood up from bed and made my way towards bathroom. As soon as I entered the bathroom, I gasped out aloud. The bathroom was huge. It was almost the same as the room. Floor tiles were shining white, giving the feeling of grass. A large modern bathtub is placed on the side of bathroom and the glass wall shower beside it. Some indoor plants are placed on the side making bathroom more beautiful. I brushed my teeth and then stripped out my wedding gown and head towards the shower. I was never a fan of long baths. I turned the knob of shower and stood below the stream of water following the shower. I let out a breath when the water touched my head. I didn't wet my head daily, but today I needed to calm my head for some time from the thoughts swinging in my head. Otherwise, I would have gotten headache after showering. I took towel that was placed neatly in cabinet and towel dry myself, then wore a robe and stepped out of bathroom. First I shut the curtains, then wore the robe and stepped out the bathroom. First I shut the curtains of the room with the remote control. Yeah, curtains were controlled by remote. I knew I was in the room on the top of tall building and no one could see me from outside, but still I wasn't feeling comfortable changing my clothes without shutting the curtain. I feel like wearing jeans when I knew I am not be going out. Sweatpants are more comfortable. I air dry my hair then comb my waist length hair. My hair is deep brown, almost black. Anyone could misjudge it as black, especially at night. I put my hair in bun. I never leave it open all the time either. My hair is braided or in bun. My hair is super smooth, silky and straight, but Urim always used to bully me that my hair looked hideous. I always felt self-conscious of my hair. That's why I always tie it up. I didn't even put it in ponytail. After getting ready, I sat in the bed contemplating if I should go out of room or not. What if I came face to face with him and he would get angry at me? But I need to eat breakfast. I was hungry. What should I do? The ring of the doorbell cooked in my ears, making me flinch. Someone was at door. I looked at the wall clock, which indicates 7:30 a.m. The doorbell rang again. Why isn't it opening the door? I wonder. When the doorbell rang the third time, I stood up from my bed, made my way outside. I reached the living room. He wasn't there. Maybe he's still sleeping. I opened the door before his sleeps get disturbed. I opened door to come face to face with middle-aged lady. Yes, I asked politely. Good morning, Mrs. Kim. I am Min Miso, cook for Mr. Kim. He called me last night and asked me to come here at this time. She said in sweet voice, "Oh, please come in." I said and opened door wider for her. She entered inside with two other females. These girls came to clean the house. They will clean the house and in meantime I will prepare breakfast for you, she said, pointing towards the female standing beside her. Taehyung is still sleeping. Let him get up, then you can make breakfast for him. Oh, why I stammered, speaking his name. Oh, no, Mrs. Kim, he isn't here. He left for the business trip early in the morning. He informed me last night. She replied, "Oh, he isn't home?" Oh, I said, feeling embarrassed, which she must be thinking I didn't know the whereabouts my husband. I should start preparing breakfast. You must be hungry, she said. and dismissed the other ladies to do their work. She made her way towards the kitchen and I followed her. Mrs. Min, you don't have to take any trouble for me. I can make my breakfast for myself. I can even do the cleaning work, I said politely. Oh, nonsense, you are the Kim's darling. You should take advantage of being Kim. And I am cook here. I can cook for you. You just sit and let me know what you want to eat. She said, Mrs. Min. Before I could say anything else, she cut me off. Scrambled eggs and toast good for you? I sigh and say yes. She was not going to listen to me anyway. Coffee or tea, Mrs. Kim? She asked. Neither one. I can't handle caffeine. I replied, well, it's true. The doctor advised me to stay away from caffeine due to severe headache issue. And please, Miss Min, call me. You are older than me. It doesn't feel right to calling me Mrs. Kim. Okay, I will make fresh juice for you then. She replied, smiling, sat on the bar against the counter. After a few minutes, he placed breakfast plate and the glass of juice in front of me. You are just the way Mrs. Kim described you, beautiful, polite, and well behaved. They have chosen the best for their home. Eat your breakfast, dear. If you need anything else, please let me know. She smiled, patting my head in motherly manner. I just nod my head and start eating my breakfast. I didn't know what else to say. It has been 4 days since I got married and 4 days since I last saw him. I didn't know where he was, with whom he was, and when he was going to come back. I knew nothing. In very short time, I have gone closer to Miss Min. She is sweet, bubbly, and caring lady. She told me that she had been working for taehyung family since he was 2 years old. Basically, she started working as nanny for taehyung, then she started working as a cook. She told me that she was second mother to taehyung. He was very pretty close to her. If he was in Korea and not in any business meeting, he only ate food prepared by her or his mother. She told me that she lived in Kim's mansion with her husband, Mr. Min, who is chauffeur to Mr. Kim. She has two children, a son and daughter. Her son is working in finance company in Florida. He lives there with his wife and 5-year-old daughter. Her daughter also lives in Florida in who is freshly graduated searching for job. She told me that Mrs. and Mr. Kim fund his children's education. She was also very close to Mrs. Kim. What should I say about Mr. and Mrs. Kim? They are really sweet couple. Both of them came day before yesterday to check me if I was okay or not. Mrs. Kim told me that they were going on vacation as they need some free time from their hectic life. So before they leave, they came to see me. I was really touched by their gesture because no one has ever checked on me after my father, Mrs. Min, would come to prepare breakfast and dinner after a lot of requests. She agreed to not come to make lunch. I was really feeling disabled when she was not allowing me to do anything. At least now I could move my body a little and make lunch myself. She didn't allow me to clean house, but I told her that I would clean my room myself, to which she agreed. Cleaning means only on my bed or putting things in the right place because not even slightest dirt could be seen in this house. I thought finding a new job since I have to quit from the last one. I had to find a job for my mental stability. I decided to talk to Taehyung about it when he comes back. Would he listen to me? And if any chance he agreed to me, then he would allow me to do the job. Though he shouldn't have problem with that since it would be better for both of us. I would not see him and he would also not see me. I didn't know how would I talk to him. He seems to be very intimidating. But I have to gather the courage to talk to him because I have to prove him that I was not a gold digger. He was suspecting me to be one. I would show him who I actually I was. My whole day went in the thoughts. I spent my whole day thinking about how seems to be very intimidating, but I have to gather my courage to talk to him because I have to prove him that I am not a gold digger. He was suspecting me to be one. I would show him who actually I was. My whole day went in the thoughts. I spent my whole day thinking about how I would initiate the talk with him. To change my clothes, I went to bed to sleep, let the table lamp on because I wouldn't sleep in complete darkness. I was scared. I
Nightmares.
was
I was
scared.
scared of them who haunt me in my sleep too. I drift my mind to taehyung and my future with him. Mrs. Min knew that I was what's going between us. She asked me to give time to taehyung. She asked me to have faith, but she doesn't know that he already crumbled my all hopes. Shutting all the thoughts off my mind, I went into the slumber. I hope tomorrow will be different and productive day.
I woke up startled with sweaty palms. I start panting hard. I rub my face with my palms. I try to catch my breath again. Again, I had a nightmare. I was sick of it now. Why were they not getting out of my mind? It was only my fault. I shouldn't have thought about them before sleeping. I looked at the clock placed on the nights and found I woke up at the 5 in the morning. I decided to get up from bed as it was morning. I already, well, my eyes automatically opened. Sharp 6 in the morning, but there was no way I was going to catch any sleep now. So I got up from my bed and then pressed the remote button to open the curtains. I stood near the window looking at the beautiful view outside. The sun has not finally fully rised yet. I stood there looking into the void, thinking about what the new day would bring me. I hope the new day brings new possibilities. Every morning, first thing I do is hope for positive. That is what my father taught me. Always be positive every day. It is new. You do not know the new day may be bring you. This is what I have been doing since I was child, hoping for the day that will change my life for good. I made my way out of loud, made my way towards the bathroom, did my morning routine and showered and stepped out bathroom in my bathrobe. I slid the glass door of the walk-in closet and entered. I wore loose ankle-length denim jeans and t-shirt. I tried my hair bun and sat on the bed. It was still 6:45 a.m. I made my bed and placed other things in their place and head towards downstairs. When I reached the living room, I heard some sound in kitchen. Must be Mrs. Min. I mumbled and sat on the couch. Suddenly something struck me. Mrs. Min always rang bell. Though she has password, she come at 7:30. The morning right now it is still 7 in morning. Weird. I head towards the kitchen and froze my step. I saw a man finding something in fridge. Oh my goodness. There is the thief in house. What I gonna do now? Fine. Frantically, I tiptoed back to living room and started searching for something to hit him. I took the first thing I found. TV remote. Stupid, I know, but this is the weapon I could think to save myself. I ran towards the kitchen with my hand held highly gripping remote tightly but abruptly stopped at the entrance of the kitchen when the thief turned. My eyes went wide. There stood the man who I hadn't seen in 5 days. When did he came back? That's not my fault that I didn't recognize him. I first and last saw him only at the wedding day. He was looking me with weird expression. What are you trying to do by lifting remote in air? Taeyong asked me, raising his brows. Oh, I was just catching this signal. I immediately put my hand down and hid the remote airbag. Seriously, catching a signal? You are so stupid. Stupid. He gave you, are you out of mind look? Yeah, I am out of my mind right now. I divert my eyes and look down. Whatever. Meet me in my study exactly at 10. I have something to talk to you. Saying that, he walked out of kitchen. What now? He said that day not to bother him, but now he wants to talk to me. Hope there is not anything serious. Mrs. Min came on her time. I helped her to make breakfast and She sent Taehyung's breakfast in his room and I ate mine. I want to help her with washing dishes, but she didn't allow me. I want to divert my mind because I may be here by mind was with him thinking what he wanted to talk to me about. It was almost 10 and here I was standing outside his study extremely nervous. He seems to be intimidating and I didn't know how I do have conversation with him, but I have to put your insecurities away and be confident he will not eat you alive. He said he wants to talk, which means he only talks civilly. You can do it. I pep talked myself to prepare to face him. I suck a breath and knocked the door, and when he said come in, I turned a knob and entered. I left the door wide open. He was sitting on the laptop on his lap and was typing furiously. He was good at typing speed. He still didn't look at me. You want to talk to me? I asked nervously, looking towards him while fiddling with my fingers. He stopped typing and looked at me. Yes, he kept his laptop aside and stood up and stuffed his hands in pocket. He was wearing grey pants and white shirt with sleeves undone up to his elbow, looking devilishly handsome. I want you to work for me, he said. Oh, okay, he wants me to work for him. There's not something serious. Wait, what? Work for him? What? I asked while looking him questionably. I think I heard him wrong. You heard me, he said authoritatively. That means I heard right. My ears were not playing trick with me. I want to work, but for him? What work? I want you to work as my personal assistant. And it hit me hard. I stood frozen, rewinding his words in my head. He wants me to work as his personal assistant? But why? I knew he owned a company and very big company. Mrs. Mann told me about this, but I didn't have any experience in the field. I always did small jobs. What if I comment of any mistake? Being PA for the owner of company is very big responsibility. I don't have any experience, and before I could say anything else he cut me off. I know you don't have any experience. Obviously you how you will have experience? You must be spoon fed by your parents and must be not have worked for anything. But here you have to earn the living. I need a PA, so just suck it up and accept it, he said in sharp tone. I was just looking at him, surprised not with the tune but by him judging me. How could he say that I was spoon fed? He didn't know how much I have struggled all my life. I want to cry, but I wouldn't. I do be strong and show him what I was capable of. My life has been a challenge and I accept all challenge. I will accept this too and I will prove him wrong. One day he will take his words back. Okay, I accept it, I said confidently. I don't know where I got the confidence from. I could not let him judge me without knowing. Good. By the way, you didn't have any choice. Now listen, you have to reach my office sharp at 8:30, not a minute late. I hate tardiness. Rest will be discussed in my office. Okay, this is all I could say. You will use public transport to reach the building. Okay, that's not difficult. I have always used public transport. Good, you may go now. I turned to go out before I could leave. Don't be late and don't make me regret my decision of appointing you as my PA. Without turning to look at him, I replied positively and went out of the room.